Thank you Beauty Forever Hair for sponsoring this video. Okay, y'all, so I'm gonna wash this unit. It's pretty black, so I'm not gonna dye it. And I am washing it with this silicone mix. This leaves the hair very, very shiny. I love the conditioner, but I'm gonna shampoo and condition this hair. So this is what I'll be using. I'll link it in the description box below. My little sister put me onto this. And so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wash this unit. The curls should pop really nicely, and then I'll show you guys how the unit looks on. So I don't have any more of the silicone conditioner, so I'm going to use some of this, the Cantu Moisturizer and Rinse Out Conditioner. I'm going to use some of this on the curls and let it sit for maybe like 20 minutes. Yeah, then y'all, let's see how it looks on. These curls are so pretty, really pretty curl pattern. I'll show y'all in a second. Just rub some of this conditioner through it. It's so soft too. Get a little bit of shedding, but it's curly hair, so it's to be expected. Let me show y'all these curls. Look at that. So pretty. So I'm gonna let this sit for about 30 minutes and I'll show y'all how it looks on. Here is the hair. This hair is so cute. Like, I love it. This is the Jerry Curl unit, and some of you guys might recognize this hair because on this picture right here years ago, I think it was 2019, I had the exact same hair, but it was longer. I think then I had like a 28-inch or something like that, and I also cut some layers in the front, but I decided not to do that. This is really pretty, really lightweight. It is a gorgeous hair. Let me show y'all the curls. Like, so pretty. The hair looks so natural to me. I really love these curls, and this hair is so light. Like, so cute. I love this. I think it looks so gorgeous. The unit came pre-plucked, so I really didn't have to do much. Like, look at those baby hairs. What? Looks so pretty. That's the way you do it. That's the way it lays. And this is also a pre-cut unit. The unit came pre-cut, as you guys know, which is a glueless unit, but I have to glue my units down because I have so much hair, and the way that I have my hair braided is really big in the back, so it wouldn't have laid right if I didn't glue it. So that's the only reason why I glued it. But you don't have to glue it, especially for my girlies that don't really know how to maintain their units. The glueless units would be perfect. And not only that, this one, the name of the cap, let me look up the name of the cap because I forgot the name, but I do have it in my phone. So the cap, it's a breathable elastic air net, which is perfect for a hot day, very airy. We love that. So this unit is really cute. Like, look at the hair. Look at the curls. It looks so natural. Look at this. So pretty. So pretty. I'll have all the information along with the discount code in the description box below. Hey guys, it's Sharika. Welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe before you leave. So as you guys see in the title, okay, because I've been gone and I know y'all been wondering where I've been. I had a breast reduction. I had a breast reduction. I feel great. Today makes 1 week post-op. I had my surgery exactly 1 week ago. I had the surgery on May 15th. So we're just gonna talk a little bit about the surgery. If you guys are considering the surgery, I'll tell you my experience with the surgery, because you guys know that everyone's experience will be different. So I will share my experience with you so far, because this is a little journey that I'll be on. So I've been wanting to get this surgery for years, really. I've been just going back and forth with it, trying to decide, you know, if I want to do it or not, if I could find the time to do it, how my husband would feel about it, just the whole thing. So I finally booked my appointment. I booked my appointment maybe like 3 months ago. I've went to the appointments a few times just to talk to her. I've been back and forth in her office just to talk to her. I actually took you guys with me a few times, but y'all didn't know. I went before I got my teeth done, and yeah, I just decided, okay, I'm gonna do it. I did get it done here in Jacksonville, and that was my biggest thing. I wanted to get it done in Jacksonville because I didn't want to have to do the back and forth to Miami, or something was to happen, I would have to, you know, it was just too much. So I wanted to do it in Jacksonville. So I went to a few doctors years ago, and those doctors, we just didn't see eye to eye, and they just wasn't telling me the things that I wanted to hear. Now, this particular doctor that I went to Posh Plastic Surgery here in Jacksonville, Dr. Kirk. She's great. And I've been going to her, in and out of her office, like seriously, for a long time. When I was working at my last job, she did one of my coworkers' breast augmentation. That was years ago. That probably was like 10 years ago. And her breasts look really nice. So she's always been on my radar. So I know y'all like, what is going on here? Okay, get it together. Okay, so yeah, she's been on my radar because I knew eventually I would want to get a lift. At one time I actually wanted to get implants done, because after I had my first son, which was a long time ago, my breasts got really small and saggy, and I wanted to do something about it. And then years and years later, I had my second son, and I gained weight and my boobs got fuller. So I just rolled with that. Don't ask me why I'm laughing about this. Okay. So, I'll have everything listed in the description box below on the things that you need, that you can order from Amazon. So I went in on, well, you go in like a week before your surgery. They'll give you your prescriptions to get filled, and then they'll tell you the things that you need. You'll need your sports bra with the latches in the front. You know, they'll give you the instructions that you need as far as, you know, medications that you can't take, vitamins that you can't take. They tell you not to eat after midnight, no drinking alcohol, none of that stuff. So Monday came. I was her first patient of the day. So I went in at 8:30. They take you, you know, you have to fill out all of your paperwork. They take you back. They check everything first just to double check, triple check to make sure everything is good and everything is a go. They do pregnancy tests, they do an EKG, they check your hemoglobin, just everything. Pregnancy test just to make sure, like I said, they triple check. I got the surgery done at Baptist Surgery Center on the beach. and everybody was super nice. You get undressed, you put on your gown, you put on your compression stockings with the socks, your gown, and then she starts with the IV. Now that part for me was a little uncomfortable because the girl who was putting in my IV couldn't find the right vein, so I got poked a few times before she got it. So she started it here, of course, and my vein was saying no God, so she tried on my arm, which I've never had one like right here on my arm. So she tried here, she couldn't get anything to drip, and then she tried here and nothing happened. So of course she went here, and she said that was her last choice because the anesthesiologist likes for it to be a little lower, so she didn't have any choices. So I remember, the last thing that I remember is her putting in the IV. The anesthesiologist came in, and they kind of complained about, you know, look how many times she poked her, whatever. Girl, I was like, oh, okay, they got beef with her, so I'm just let them do their little thing. I ain't gonna say nothing. So usually, if you've ever had anesthesia before, you know, they kind of tell you to do a little countdown. I don't remember any of that. I just remember the two ladies coming in, them complaining about, you know, how many times she stuck me, and then next thing I know, I was waking up in the recovery room. So I have had anesthesia before. I've had C-sections, and so usually when I wake up, I'm shaking really bad. And I had told them that so they can kind of have the warm blankets and everything ready for me, because I just hate that feeling. But this time, and I want to say it was because they really let me rest and they didn't really wake me up. Maybe, you know, the ones that I've had in the past, they wake me up, and I think these people like really let me rest. So I didn't experience the shaking at all, which was so good. And like I said, the nurse was so nice, telling me she was gonna go ahead and get my husband in. So Tony came in. They put on the gown, because you do have to bring a gown or an oversized shirt, whatever you want to do, as long as there's buttons in the front or something easy for them to get you dressed. So I just had my my little oversized nightgown that buttoned up in the front, so everything went smooth. They put me in the wheelchair and rolled me to my car. But when I got home, for the first day, I slept pretty much the entire day, because you know, the anesthesia, I don't know how long it takes for it to wear off, but you're in and out. Tony took a week off with me, so he was my little nurse for the week, and he did an amazing job. I had the drains, and then they put you on this compression bra, the one that has the clips in the front. They send you home with them, but I did order my own, so when it's time to change them out, of course. But like I said, I have everything linked in the description box below. And what else? I just don't want to miss anything, because I know a lot of people are considering having the surgery. What else? So the first day, you know, my husband stayed on top of the medication. So as far as the pain, and I have a very high pain tolerance, so I would say on a scale 1 to 5, I would say maybe like a 3 on the first day. The second day I had an appointment, so I had to go to the doctor's office, and that's when they took out my drains. She took the drains out. You know, they make you take a deep breath. That was a lot, okay? I'm not gonna even lie. The drain removal for me, and I am a person that has high pain tolerance, the drain removal was a lot for me. So they make you take a deep breath, and she pulls it out. Ooh, just thinking about it is a lot. And then, you know, she puts the bandages on it. She changed all of my gauze, put fresh gauze and everything like that. And then the doctor came in and took a peek, and they sent me on my way. I got home, I just continued to stay on my medication like clockwork because I didn't want to feel any pain. And I really didn't. It's just a lot of pressure and it's really, really tight. So they haven't settled yet. I don't know if you guys can tell the difference. I'm not going to put up any before and after pictures because I don't want to have my tatas on the internet. But I do have on, can y'all see? This is how they look. They're really small. I did tell her that I wanted to go small. So I forgot to mention, once I got my IV and everything in, the doctor comes in, she marks you. They go over the size that you want to achieve. And I always told her from day one, like, I want you to get them as small as you can get them because I have been like just over these big breasts forever. So when I told her this time, she was like, okay, so what size do you want to go with? So I was like, as small as you can get them. So she looked up at me. She like, as small as I can get them. I'm like, okay. Okay, hold up now. Hold on, Holiday. I want them small. Maybe like a B. And by the looks of them, I really do think that she was able to get them the size that I wanted. Right now, like I said, they're really tight. They haven't fluffed out yet. So like this breast right here is like, so it's tight. Like it's just, I mean, it's only been a week. So they haven't dropped or anything like that yet to see the true size. But they're small. And the areola is so small and cute. And I love it. So, yeah, so the second day and up to this point, like every day gets better for me. I feel like I can do a lot, but I do know that I just had surgery a week ago and I want to allow my body to heal properly. So I've been just taking it easy. I'm not doing a lot of reaching. I was able to do my hair a little bit today and my makeup, but I am taking it easy. I'm not doing any lifting, any pulling, pushing, nothing. I have an appointment this week and we'll probably go over like my limitations a little bit more because I didn't have that many questions on the first appointment because I knew I couldn't do anything. But with me feeling as good as I feel, you know, I'm sure she's gonna say you still need to relax, take your time. I took my son to school this morning. So that was my first time out of the house in a week. But yeah, that was it. I got off my pain meds, I'll say maybe like the third day, because I felt like, well, see, they wanted to prescribe Percocets, but I had surgery on my toe before and they prescribed Percocets for me and that was just way too strong for me. So they wanted to prescribe that this time and I had explained to her that, you know, I've tried those and it's just too much. So we did a different pain medication and I would vomit, like I couldn't keep nothing down. The second and third day I was dealing with a lot of nausea and just not able to keep my food and stuff down. So she told me to just take half. So by the third day, I really didn't see the need to take the pain medication because I wasn't in any pain, just a lot of soreness. And like I said, a lot of tightness. What else? Constipation. Girl, constipation is on another level, okay? I'm still constipated. I have had a couple of bowel movements because I took a stool softener. So I had a bowel movement on the third day from the stool softener and then yesterday from the stool softener. So I haven't really been able to go on my own, but I'm still taking like my multivitamins, my probiotics and things like that. I just have to let, you know, the body do its thing. The anesthesia, the pain pills, nausea pills, all the antibiotics, all the stuff they have you taking will constipate you. Like my stomach is so big right now. So big. So that is one thing. I did take my last antibiotic pill today, so my medication will be done after today, which I am so excited about. What else? I'm still laying on my back, which is probably like the worst part of everything because I'm not a back sleeper, and I have it set up, but it's very uncomfortable for me. They wanted me to take a shower on the 3rd day, but I chickened out because I was too scared. Because you have to basically take a shower. Somebody have to be with you to take a shower, but I'm married, so girl, I mean, that ain't nothing. That ain't nothing but a thing, okay? So we do that all the time. No, I'm kidding. But you have to have someone in the shower with you, or someone that's helping you take a shower, however you want to do it. And the water has to hit your back because you can't let the front get wet at all. So I just decided to take a bath instead, just run some water and do what I had to do. So that worked out for me. What else? You want to try to stay away from food that has a lot of sodium, just because you know you're in the healing process. You want everything to go down, okay? That sodium bloats you up already, so you want to try to stay away from that. Stay hydrated as possible. I have all the things. I've been doing everything to a T, okay? Because like I said, like right now, I feel like I can go walk around Target, which I probably could. It probably would be okay to do that, but I'm not gonna put too much on my body at all because I know that I just had surgery a week ago and I want my body to heal. I want these scars to look good. And so I'm gonna do everything that I need to do, okay? I haven't changed my bandages yet, but I do have the Mederma silicone bandages for the scarring. So they did the anchor method. So I have scars here, up here, and then of course around the areola. So I did take a sneak peek, and everything looks pretty good right now. So it's only been a week again. But the big boobs can be a lot, and I was just ready for them to go. So I would say if you've been thinking about it and you want to do it but you've been kind of scared, I would say do it. I feel like it's worth it. And I would also say to ask for smaller than what you want. Not too, like maybe like a cup size smaller than what you want, because I watched a lot of videos on YouTube where girls, maybe they were like say like a size F and they asked for a D, but then once they settle and they drop, they feel like they, you know, they regret not going a little bit smaller. So I would say ask for smaller than what you actually want, because you do have to give them time to grow. And if you gain a couple of pounds, they'll grow back. And a lot of times I think like the earlier you do breast reductions, don't quote me on this because I'm not 100% sure, but the younger, you know, you do a breast reduction, because I've heard of like younger girls getting breast reductions done, and then later on down the line, you know, you gain weight, things happen, your boobs grow back. So it's just like a little waste of money. But yeah, I'm really happy with my results so far. And you guys will be on this journey with me, so you know, I'll point out some differences, you know, as time goes on. But like I said, right now they're so tight, and nothing has really happened yet. I still have like some galls and stuff at the bottom, just to protect the stitches from the little sports bra that I have on. I have to wear this sports bra for 6 months, I think. We haven't really went over that, but just from the research that I've done on my own, I think you have to wear the sports bra for 6 months. Some people want to just, you know, they're just so ready to show everything off, and they don't have on their sports bra that really helps with the shaping of your breasts, and they just ready to just let it all out. But girl, take your time. You'll have your hot girl summer. I promise you, you'll have your hot girl summer. Me, I'm gonna do everything I gotta do, okay? I'm gonna take my time. I'm gonna have my feet kicked up, and I'm just gonna be relaxing. I do miss the gym. I probably won't be able to go to the gym for a month. And that's another thing I haven't really went over with my doctor, but just by the research that I've done. So this week I gotta clean up my diet a little bit, because over the weekend when I was able to keep food down, girl, I ate, okay? I had a time, okay? So this week I'm gonna make sure that I clean up my diet, because I won't be able to go to the gym. And yeah, so today my pain is probably, well, it's not really pain, like I said. So I'll say I'm still like, I'm like at a 2 right now, like, because I'm scared to move certain ways because I don't want to cause any pain. But the most pain is coming from where the drains were on the sides. But other than that, I feel fine. So I'm gonna let her heal and do her thing. But yeah, this is it. Can y'all see? Can y'all tell? They're small, and I'm happy. I'm very happy with the size. They are small. I do think she was able to get the size that I wanted. Like I said, they're just so tight. Like, I can't move them or anything. Like, especially this breast is really, really tight. So I can't wait for that to loosen up, because I feel like I can't stand up straight. Like, my posture is not where it should be, just because, again, I don't want to mess nothing up. So when I go to my appointment this week, she'll give me the instructions as far as, you know, what I need to do. If she feel like I need to move around a little bit more so I don't get stiff, or whatever my doctor tells me that I need to do is what I'm gonna do. What else? Because I don't want to leave anything out. The next journey will be to work on the scarring. Right now I only have my bio oil, and I have the Mederma Scaraway, but I'm not wearing that yet because I still have the surgical tape on. So once she removes it, or they come off on it their own, then we'll start the scarring journey, and I might show y'all a little bit of that. But everybody's scarring is not going to be the same. Some people might be a little worse than others, so we'll have to face that. So it's just going to be a little journey, but I'm excited, y'all. I know y'all excited for me, because y'all have heard me complaining about these big boobs forever and ever. This is the first decent top that I've tried on. I haven't tried on any clothes or anything, because y'all know I'm not lifting my arms, so I haven't tried on any clothes or anything like that. What else? The feeling, I know a lot of women are concerned about, well, I know that I was concerned about having the sensation in my areola area, but everything right now is still just super numb. I am getting the shock pains, which they said that is nerves. Me and my doctor haven't discussed that yet. I'm sure we'll discuss that this week. But just, again, by watching videos and doing my own research, that is something that is totally normal, to start getting those shocks in your breast, which they kind of hurt a little bit. They don't happen all the time, like it's not a consistent thing, but just out of nowhere you'll just get like this shock to your areola area, and it's a lot. But they say that that's just the nerves and everything, just, I guess, girl, just finding their way back, child. I don't know. So that's the only thing that I'm really dealing with right now, is the constipation, the soreness, and they still feel heavy. I haven't been on a scale or anything like that, and I don't know how much she took off. So I plan on asking her that because I'm curious of how much fatty tissue was she able to remove, which I can tell y'all about. When I looked at it, she was able to remove a lot, and I'm so happy that I told her to go that size. I probably would have been happy with a C, but I told her a B, and I'm happy that I did, because I didn't want to look in the mirror like, oh my gosh, regret the size, thinking like I didn't go small enough, because I wanted small boobs. Like, having the big boobs for me was just too much. I was over it. I didn't like it, and it was time for a lift anyway. So yeah, if you're a woman that has like really large breasts, and you know, it's causing you pain, like back pain, neck pain, shoulder pain, whatever, you can go through your insurance. I know that for a fact, because my little sister did hers maybe like, it's been a while. She did hers a while ago, and she got hers done through her insurance. It does take a little time because you have to go back and forth to the doctor, but it is possible. I'm just throwing that out there just in case that's something that some of you guys didn't know and you were interested in getting it done, because at this point it's a medical issue for you. Then yes, you can get that done through your insurance, and they should be able to cover everything, but you have to cover, well, they cover everything as far as like the surgery is concerned, but then, you know, you have to have you have to pay for your medication and all the things that you would need. I didn't get mine done through insurance because I wasn't having problems with my back or anything like that, girl. They was just getting on my nerve. They was in my way. Okay, they was in my way, and I'm just a person that just don't like big boobs. I just don't like big boobs. So that was it. That's why I did. I just didn't like them. I was over it. I was ready for them to go. Okay. The cost, I think it might vary. I'm not too sure, so don't quote me. I know her prices are a little higher now because I locked mine in a while ago. I had to do a $2,000 deposit, and then the last appointment before surgery I had to pay the remaining. So mine was $7,500, and that was it. There was no other sneaky charges that, you know, they tell you, oh, you got to pay this and you got to pay that. No, it was $7,500. That was it. But I do know, like I said, that her prices went up, and that's why they want you to just pay that fee just in case her rates go up. You already locked in at a certain price, because again, I had booked mine a while ago, and then I didn't set my my surgery date until like months later, just because, you know, I just wanted to make sure everything was everything and that it was something that I absolutely wanted to do. And then I have a tendency of chickening out. So I wanted to lock it in at that price. But yeah, that is everything, y'all. You're gonna need somebody to be with you. My husband took the whole week off, so, you know, I didn't have to do anything. And then this week he's back at work. So I'm just chilling. I'm just going to the kitchen, fix me something to eat, not do too much, and just relax. Just lay in the bed and relax. Enjoy this time. I'm not required to do too much. Take advantage of that. But that's it. I'm good. I feel great. I'm ready for the bloating to go away. The constipation, you used to, you know, everything moving at a certain time, first thing in the morning, and it's not happening. So I'm ready for that to get back on track. But other than that, the tightness and the soreness, I'm fine. Like, I'm fine. I feel good. So that is it. I know a lot of you guys checked up on me. Thank you for checking up on me. I did have a lot of people checking up on me. And I didn't spill the beans. So I know it's a surprise to them that yes, your girl got a little nip tuck, okay? Just a little nip tuck. But yeah, this is how they look. I'm gonna, hold on, I'm gonna stand up. Oh, okay. Do a little side profile. So this is how they look from the side. Girl, my stomach is so big right now. But this is how they look from the side and from the front. Okay. So that's what I'm working with right now. I'm wearing the sports bra. This is the Fruit of the Loom sports bras that have the clips in the front. And what they did was they went by my last bra size, and that's the size that they put on me the day of surgery because they are still swollen. So that is the size that I ordered from Amazon because I forgot to pick those up the day before, because the day before was Mother's Day and I was really busy, girl. We just chilled out and just had a good time. Went to my parents' house and gave my mom some stuff for Mother's Day, and then I came home and tried to get prepared for the surgery, and I forgot to get some stuff. So I ended up ordering some stuff from Amazon. But yeah, that is it. That is all. That's it, y'all. That's where I been. Okay, that's, if y'all have any other questions, just leave them in the comments and I will try to answer as much as I can whatever I've been through thus far. Don't jump the gun on me now, okay? Because we taking this one day at a time. But I am following doctor's orders and doing everything that I know I'm supposed to do. I can lift my arms. Like I can lift my arms like right here. This side, yeah, I can lift to about right here. Which I'm surprised I can lift this arm as high as I can because this breast right here is so tight. Like it is super tight. I want y'all to understand like how tight this boob is. It's tight. I can't wait for, I wish this boob felt like this boob because this one is just super tight. But yeah, so that is it. That is all. I'll be keeping you guys updated throughout this journey. So far so good. I haven't had any complaints at all. So yeah, so that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on all platforms. I am IAMSHERIKAB, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Ow.